Imagine this. You wake up early, check your phone, answer emails, rush to work, attend meetings, reply to messages, scroll social media, finish tasks, and at the end of the day, you feel exhausted. But strangely, you also feel like you accomplished almost nothing that truly matters. Sound familiar? Most people think the key to success is doing more. More goals, more opportunities, more work. But according to the book Essentialism, The Disciplined Pursuit of Less by Greg McKeown, the real path to success is the exact opposite. Not doing more, but doing less better. In this video, you'll discover the powerful philosophy of essentialism, a mindset that helps you eliminate the trivial, focus on what truly matters, and design a life of clarity, impact, and peace. And by the end of this video, you'll know how to reclaim your time, your energy, and your focus. Let's begin. Part 1. The problem. The non-essentialist life. Greg McKeown begins with a powerful observation. Most people live as non-essentialists. A non-essentialist believes, I have to do everything. Everything is important. I can handle it all. So they say yes to everything. Yes to extra work. Yes to unnecessary meetings. Yes to favors they don't have time for. Soon, their life becomes overloaded. Their energy gets spread thin across dozens of commitments. And instead of doing a few things exceptionally well, they end up doing many things poorly. Think about a flashlight. If the light spreads everywhere, it's weak. But if you focus that same light into a laser, it becomes powerful enough to cut steel. That's the difference between a non-essentialist and an essentialist. The non-essentialist spreads energy everywhere. The essentialist focuses intensely on what truly matters. But here's the problem. Modern culture rewards busyness. People brag about being busy. I only slept 4 hours last night. My schedule is crazy. But busyness doesn't equal productivity. In fact, the busier you are, the less control you have over your life. Essentialism is about taking back that control. Part 2. The core idea. Less, but better. At the heart of essentialism is a simple principle. Less, but better. Instead of trying to do everything, essentialists ask one question. What is truly essential? Out of all the opportunities, tasks, and commitments in your life, only a few really matter. But most people never stop to figure out which ones, so they keep chasing everything. Essentialists do the opposite. They pause, they reflect, they explore, and then they eliminate everything that is not essential. This allows them to invest their time and energy into the highest impact activities. Think about famous innovators like Steve Jobs, Warren Buffett. One of the reasons they became successful is because they were extremely selective. Steve Jobs once said, "Innovation is saying no to 1,000 things." Essentialists understand something powerful. Every time you say yes to something unimportant, you are saying no to something important. Your time and energy are limited, so you must protect them. Part 3. Lesson 1. Explore what really matters. The first step of essentialism is exploration. Before eliminating things, you must figure out what truly matters. But here's the catch. Most people never give themselves time to think. Their days are packed with distractions, emails, notifications, meetings. Essentialists deliberately create space to think. They ask questions like, what is the highest contribution I can make? What truly matters in my life? Which activities create the most value? Greg McKeown calls this the 90% rule. Imagine rating an opportunity from 0 to 100. If it's not 90 or above, it's a no. Most people accept things that are 60, 70, or 80. Essentialists only accept the absolute best opportunities. This automatically eliminates most distractions. For example, imagine you are offered a project that is interesting but not exciting. Most people say yes. An essentialist says, if it's not a clear yes, it's a clear no. This mindset protects your time and focus. Part 4. Lesson 2. Eliminate the non-essential. Once you identify what truly matters, the next step is elimination. This is where most people struggle, because saying no can feel uncomfortable. You might worry about disappointing others, missing opportunities, looking unhelpful, but essentialists understand something important. If you don't prioritize your life, someone else will. That's why learning to say no is a superpower. Greg McKeown shares a powerful story. At one company, a leader was overwhelmed with endless meetings and projects. His schedule was chaotic. Then he decided to apply essentialism. He started declining unnecessary meetings. He removed low-impact tasks. He focused only on the projects that truly mattered. The result? Not only did his stress decrease, his performance improved dramatically. Because instead of doing 10 things halfway, he did 3 things exceptionally well. Elimination also applies to physical clutter. Think about your phone apps, your email inbox, your workspace. When everything is cluttered, your brain becomes cluttered too. Essentialists simplify their environment to protect focus. Part 5. Lesson 3. Create systems that protect your focus. Essentialism isn't just about making decisions once. It's about creating systems that protect your priorities. One powerful idea from the book is protecting the asset. And the most valuable asset you have is you, your energy, your health, your mental clarity. But many people treat themselves like machines. They sacrifice sleep, skip breaks, work nonstop. But this actually makes productivity worse. Essentialists understand that rest is productive. That's why top performers prioritize sleep, downtime, reflection, play. Even companies like Google and Microsoft have discovered that employees perform better when they have time to recharge. Another powerful system is creating buffers. Instead of scheduling every minute of the day, essentialists leave extra space. Because life is unpredictable. Without buffers, small problems turn into huge stress. With buffers, you stay calm and in control. Part 6. Lesson 4. The power of saying no. One of the most practical skills in essentialism is learning how to say no gracefully. Many people think saying no is rude, but saying yes to everything is actually worse, because eventually you become overwhelmed and unreliable. Essentialists say no with honesty and respect. Instead of saying, maybe later, they say, I'm honored you asked, but I can't commit to that right now. Clear, respectful, honest. Another strategy is delaying your response. When someone asks you for something, instead of saying yes immediately, say, let me check my schedule and get back to you. This gives you time to evaluate if it's truly essential. Remember, every yes has a cost, so spend your yes wisely. Part 7. Living the essentialist life. Imagine waking up each day knowing exactly what matters most. Your schedule isn't chaotic. Your mind isn't overwhelmed. Your energy is focused on meaningful work. That's the life of an essentialist. Instead of chasing everything, you focus on the few things that truly move the needle. Over time, this creates something powerful. Compounding progress. Small focused actions repeated consistently produce massive results. Think about great artists, entrepreneurs, athletes, and creators. They didn't become great by doing everything. They became great by doing the right things repeatedly. Essentialism is not about doing less for the sake of laziness. It's about doing less so you can achieve more impact. Conclusion. Let's recap the key lessons from essentialism, the disciplined pursuit of less. Most people live as non-essentialists, trying to do everything. Essentialists focus on less, but better. They explore what truly matters. They eliminate the non-essential. They create systems that protect their time and energy, and they master the skill of saying no. In a world full of noise, distractions, and endless demands, essentialism is a powerful reminder that you don't have to do everything. You only need to do what truly matters, because success doesn't come from doing more. It comes from doing the right things. So here's a simple challenge for you today. Look at your schedule. Look at your commitments. Ask yourself one powerful question. What is the most essential thing I should focus on right now? And then have the courage to eliminate everything else, because when you remove the trivial, you finally create space for the truly meaningful. And that's the disciplined pursuit of less.